Hey y'all, it's Jessica from Sloppy Swatches. Today I have the Love Trio available starting today, February 10th from Night Owl Lacquer. These were sent to me for review and they'll retail for $25 for the entire trio or $9 a piece. If you'd like, you can also save 10% off of your order with no minimum using my coupon code SS10. I'll leave that all down in the description box. These are releasing at 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I also have some swatches of the group custom that's releasing at the same time, same day. I'll go ahead and link that down below as well, and I'll get into the swatches. So first up is Love, and this is described as a bright red jelly packed with silver hollow shreds. So this isn't a jelly base. It's a very bright red. I would say leaning blue. It's definitely doesn't have any orange to it or pink. So I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot. And I'll show you how Love swatched on my natural nail. If you're not familiar with a jelly formula, it does start out a little bit sheer. It's one that you're going to build up to add depth to the nail and kind of cover up those glitters a little bit. This type of finish is often referred to as being squishy. That doesn't mean the actual texture, it just means the look. At one coat, this gave me very nice even coverage, but it is sheer, so I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like with a second coat. I'm going to go in for a bit of a thicker second coat here, and this definitely builds this polish up a ton. I almost stopped at 2 coats. I could just see barely a hint of nail line, so I am going to go ahead and show you what a third coat looks like. I'm just going to go in for a nice simple third coat, and this for sure brings this one completely opaque. I feel like you could get away with 2 or 3 depending on your application and preference. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. This one does dry down pretty glossy. I think it's going to look really great with a matte top coat as well. I love jellies and flakes with matte top coats. Here's a view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. So this is a stunner in natural sunlight. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. Next up is Unicorn Love, and this is described as a deep purple jelly with blue, pink, and violet hollow shreds. So here again is one of those super squishy, really pretty jelly bases. The glitters in here do feel more like hexes to me. They're very uniformly sized. I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Unicorn Love swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. Being that it is a jelly, it's going to start out a little bit sheer. This one didn't have quite as much coverage for me as Love, so I'll go ahead and finish up this coat and let it dry and then come back in for a second. So here is my second coat. I'm going to go in for a thicker second coat here, but I definitely recommend doing thinner coats with this one. I did notice them pulling around the edges, not in my cuticles or anything, just around the edges of my nail. I could tell that the purple was a bit deeper in shade than it was in the center. So I'll let that dry and then come back in for a third coat. Again, I'm going to do a thicker third coat here, and this polish was just shy of being opaque for me. I think this is going to look really great with a purple undie. If you like or don't mind your nail line, then this is going to be a great polish for you as well. The finish is super pretty, very squishy. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat, and here it is from another view in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. I think this is going to be a really fun polish for LED lighting as well. So lastly today I have a Love Hate, and this is described as a black jelly with red hollow micro glitters, red hollow shreds, and silver flecks. So this has a ton of glitters going on in it. It is again one of those jelly finishes, but this one is black tinted. So I'll go ahead and show you a brush shot, and I'll show you how Love Hate swatched on my natural nail. So here is one easy coat. You can go ahead and see that that black jelly is a little bit sheer, but I did get some nice even coverage here. And I got a ton of those glitters, especially the red glitters. So I'll let this dry and then come back in for a second coat. Here is my second coat. With this one, I do recommend going in for thicker coats. It settled really well. I didn't have any problems with it at all, and it does help build up that black jelly really quickly. So here for my second coat, I'm doing a nice thick second coat, and then I'll let that dry and come back in for a third coat. So here is my third and final coat, and this does bring this one completely opaque. I got a ton of those glitters. I think this is a really cool, especially anti-Valentine's Day look. I love this shade. So here's a look at that completed mani before top coat. Here's the view from another angle in direct sunlight with top coat. This is my swatch photo under artificial lighting, and then once more at an angle in direct sunlight. I had a really hard time picking a favorite out of all 3 of these. I think they're all beautiful shades. I really love Love Hate though. So as always, I'll leave Night Owl Lacquer's storefront and social media down below if you'd like to see more photos. I do have those available on my blog at sloppyswatches.wordpress.com, or you can follow me on Instagram at sloppyswatches. So thanks so much for watching, guys. See you next time.